This project is looking at the controversy between the USDA and animal welfare. The USDA mission statement claims that they provide leadership on food, agriculture, natural resources, rural development, nutrition, and related issues based on public policy. I've grown up in Beltsville, Maryland since I was about 8 years old. I live about 2 minutes away from the Beltsville Agricultural Research Center. And here's the map shown that gives an overall layout of the agricultural center. I live in the top left-hand corner near Selman Road. Beltsville's mission is specifically to provide the American public with an exceptionally talented and highly interdisciplinary scientific community in which the USDA has its largest scientific installation. They also work towards providing people with healthy crops and animals, clean and renewable natural resources, sustainable agricultural systems, and agricultural commodities and products that are both highly abundant, high quality, and safe. The central focus is food, animals, and general sustainable agriculture. Now I'm going to shift and talk about the Animal Welfare Act of 1966. It is the only federal law in the United States that regulates the treatment of animals in research, exhibition, transportation, and through dealers. Other laws and policies do not cover this specification for animal care and use. The Act is enforced by the USDA, APHIS, and Animal Care. Since the USDA is an enforcer of this act, they have been known to get away with violating this act specifically. There have been several reports via NPR, National Geographic, and others claiming that the USDA has been practicing unethical treatments on animals. Beginning in 2017, 3 months' worth of animal welfare records have been removed from the USDA reports. This includes abuses of roadside zoos, uncovered controversial government-funded animal experiments, and the revealed mistreatment of circus animals. These were in the public record for commercial animal abuse. As of February 3rd, stated by National Geographic, those reports have been accessible only by submitting a Freedom of Information Act request, a process that can take months or even several years. The mere fact that the welfare records have been removed from the public eye is a suspicious event and aids in the misconduct occurring in the research at USDA. After searching and scanning the internet for hours, I have come to the conclusion that there have been no official reports for the Beltsville region, although there are countless reports for other regions of the USDA. For example, an investigation of the New York Times looked into the U.S. Meat Animal Research Center in Nebraska. They found 3 separate studies. One was an experiment where pigs died after being locked in a steam chamber. The goal of this taxpayer-funded study was to evaluate how the varying temperatures influence pigs' appetite. A second study looked at lambs being left/abandoned by their mothers in a pasture to die of exposure or starvation. And the third was an account of fetuses of 119 pigs being gently crushed during an experiment. Even many lobbyists and politicians are beginning to see the tragic loopholes that the government is allowing for this research to continue. In 2015, Animal Welfare in Agriculture Research Endeavors, AWARE Act, was placed into a bill. This act, or bill, would remove the exemption for farm animals used in agricultural research at federal facilities under the Animal Welfare Act, resulting in a regular inspection and oversight by the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Animals and Plants Health Inspection Services. This bill was being represented by 2 Republicans in February 5th, 2015. This bill was sadly not enacted into law on January 3rd, 2017, and was cleared from the books through Congress. For the future, we need to push our politicians to revisit the AWARE Act. We need to work towards keeping our government research in check. Silence is an acceptance, and we have to speak for the animals that have no voice in politics.